Hi, I'm Bruce Blitz, and welcome to Cartooning with Blitz. Now, today's show is on sports cartoons, and I don't know about you, but I have seen some pretty wild things at sporting events lately. Like the other day I went to a game and I saw a player making a basket. That's right. I saw that. And then I saw another player at another game stealing bases. I mean, you know what I mean? But the strangest thing I think I ever saw was a batter hitting a foul in the stands. I don't know about you, but... Well, anyway, today we'll be doing sports cartoons. And for our feature of the day, I'll show you how to make a greeting card. Not just any ordinary greeting card, a pop-up greeting card. And that's really cool, so stay tuned for that. And for our doodle trick today, name tunes. Finished cartoons from names. That's always a favorite around here. So if you're ready, all right, let's draw sports cartoons. I got a couple great sports cartoons lined up for you today. I'm going to start with a football player. I'll use my pencil, we'll lay it out with a stick figure. Starts with an oval for his head. Now we're going to make a line to kind of get that line of action going. And right down here we'll make a shape for his torso. And let's see, okay, well this leg here, we'll use sticks for legs. We'll be going out this way. This one here, he's running. Now looks like he's a little off balance, but he's actually running, trying to catch a pass. Now we're going to make a line like this for his shoulders, and now a stick for one arm, and a shape for a hand, and same thing over here. All right, now that gives us something to build on. Now switch to marker, and let's see, let's start with his face. And we have to put a helmet on him. And the good thing about sports cartoons is that the expression is built right in. Let's see, we'll give him a nose right there. Noses don't affect facial expressions at all. And his eyes, let's see, maybe he's a little nervous about catching this. So we'll put two black dots and his eyebrows way up like this. And his mouth, well, just a little dot like that. He's like wondering if he's going to get this. And some perspiration. All right, now for his shoulders. Well, he's got big shoulder pads on. So we go down like this and taper at the wrist. Come back to the elbow. And right here, that's where the sleeve comes. Now for his hand. Now his palms aren't facing us, so put his thumb in. And then on that circle, we put fingers. Spread them out like that because he's trying to catch this pass. All right, make his other shoulder. Come down, and this one is overlapping that arm. So we're going to cast a shadow on it. See where this hand covers that? Watch. Make a little darker of a line. And another two, just to make it look like it's getting gradually lighter. Now over here we're going to put his other hand in. Now a little bit of it's blocked, so we'll just start with the fingers. And his palm, and connect it. All right, it's working out. Now let's put the rest of his body in. Now his waist. All right, now put his thigh in. Now this leg here is bent backwards, and it gets a little bit smaller because it's going backwards and it's seen in perspective. That's called foreshortening. Now let's put his foot in. And a little detail like laces and some spikes. Now, what could be easier? Some detail up here maybe, some laces. Let's give him a number. How about 2? There you go. You know what? Let's make a little shadow right here too. All right, now this leg here goes down, get to the knee, and then we're going to blouse it out for his outfit, and here's his foot. And some detail, some laces, and right here let's put a shadow, like he's actually off the ground. Let's see, now maybe he turned around real fast to catch this pass, so let's put some cartoon effects and accessories. We can't forget those. They're the little extra doodles that help to drive the point home and add some motion. All right, now we need the football. All right, let's put the football right up here. And now draw a football. You start with a football shape. How's that? And some detail. Some stitching. And of course it just looks like it's floating in the air, doesn't it? So if we add some cartoon effects and accessories to that, well, you know what? It's a spiral. So let's make a spiral effect. Just coming off from the distance. There you go. All right, now let's put him in a stadium. Now look how easy it is to put him in a stadium. Make a horizon line back here. And then a diagonal line going up like this, because that's the stands going in perspective. Now let's put some lines, diagonal lines for the bleachers. A flag there, real small, and then the flag in the foreground is a lot bigger. Now for the people, circles, tons of circles. And the circles can get a little smaller, and they can become dots as they get into the distance. And you can put some lines for the gridiron, and there you have it. Now we'll go back and we'll erase it. Now I'm using my kneaded rubber eraser to erase the pencil lines. And of course the ink lines stay, the pencil line goes, and that's how you lay out your professional cartoon. Now let's add some color to this guy. You know, throughout my travels, people are always saying they think it's funny to say that, you know, I can't even draw a stick figure. For some reason, people think that a stick figure is the easiest thing. What they're trying to say is that I can't even draw the easiest thing. But you know, the truth of the matter is, a stick figure is semi-easy, but it's the foundation of the whole drawing, isn't it? We just used it here and we built on it. There's a little bit of red for his cheeks. So it's not that easy to do. It's hard to draw a stick figure the correct way. Now, let me see. How about some red pants? Now I'll use some green for the grass. Use some chalks. Lay the chalk on the side, cover a lot of ground that way. One big swipe that way. Okay, a little bit of brown for the football. And some blue for the bleachers. Yeah, some clouds even. Let's see what else. Oh, I know. Some red for the cartoon effect and accessory. Like you turn right around. You take a look at that. I'll play a little hero football music. All right, let's do another one now. And this time we'll draw a girl playing volleyball. And again, we'll start with a stick figure. And we'll have her running forward to hit a shot. Now here's her head, and here's her body. I'll have her leaning. Let's get that line of action on this one. Sketch it out. Be loose with this stage, because this is the stage that gives you the whole foundation. And here's her foot. She just made that foot make contact. This one here is going back because she's running. All right, now both her arms are forward, and that circle will indicate her hands, which are together. So you're only going to have to draw like that. I'll show you. Now let's put some detail on her face and her expression. And the good thing about sports is the expression is already built into it. So let's see. She's determined. She's happy. So let's have her smiling. Big smile. She knows she's got this shot. Darken all that in. And her eyes are wide open. And let's see. Well, let's give her an ear. Let's give her a headband. Yeah. She's doing something athletic. She might have a headband on. And some hair flopping up this way. And a ponytail. And let's define that face a little bit. All right, now for her arms. I'm going to go forward. And her hand is in a fist. Now, this is an interesting thing. Here's her thumb. And we're going to leave a little space on the bottom here, which we're going to have her other fingers coming around. She's kind of holding her other fist in this hand. Now here's this one, and her thumb is from the other one. Now let's just double this line a little bit, and you can see how that works. Now let's put her body in. And now let's put in her shorts. Now watch. This goes like that. And this one here is going backwards, so little wrinkles. Here's her calf going down. Let's see. Now you only see the bottom of her foot this time. Some laces, maybe some socks, and this leg's going back this way. All right. Now let's see. Where she made contact on the ground, let's put a shadow and a splash. And of course, a cartoon effect and accessory for this one. Watch this. Like she just swung her arm around and she made contact and she went pow. Another splash. And the ball goes flying up. And there it is. Let's put some detail on the ball, make it look like a volleyball. And some ground back here. And let's see, maybe even the net. A post over there. And there you have it. Let's erase the pencil lines and color her in. No, I love volleyball, but I got to tell you, that's one of those sports that if you mess up, the whole team's after you. I don't know. Never liked that feeling. Oh, Bruce. Well, I know you did the best, you know. Horrible feeling, though, but it's a great sport. I think I like to watch it better, though. All right. Put some red for her tongue. And some brown for her hair. And some green. And let's see, how about some blue for that cartoon effect? Up there. All right, she came out good. Now, let's do another sketch. Uh-oh, it's time for the gag sketch of the day first, and today it's a pun. So you take a look at this and you tell me what you think it is. And this is an easy one today. Well, what's that? Oh, I heard someone say it out there. That's right. Toenail. See, tow truck and a nail. Toenail. That was an easy one. Do some puns for your friends and see if you can keep them as friends. I don't know. Let's do another sketch and another sports action pose, and we'll do a javelin thrower. Now, a javelin thrower is something you see in the Olympics, and that's a real cool one. And basically, it's a running pose. So let's start with an oval for the head, and now we're going to lay this out like that. Let's put a line in it for action again. And this is going to be for the torso, and an extreme running pose. So let's have his legs up here, his foot pointing that way, and his other leg all the way down here, and his arm pointing forward. And that circle is going to indicate his hand. And his other one comes this way, his other arm comes this way, and here's his hand, and he's holding the javelin. Now let's go back with our marker and add some detail. Now he's looking that way, so we'll do a side view here. So here's his nose. And let's see, a big smile. And here's his eye. And you know what? We'll put his eyebrow down like he's determined. See that? And here's his ear, and now some hair. All right, now we're not going to draw his chin because that's being blocked by his body. Now we'll put that in. So here's his shoulders. And here's his arm, and goes out this way, tapering at the wrist. And here is his torso. Now, he's a little bit twisted here. So this arm is on this side of that line, and this one here is in front. So we put this line here. See how that's a little bit different? All right, now for his shorts. There's his calf, some socks, and now for his running shoes. Some detail on that. Double that line and put some spikes. All right, now for his other leg. Now you see his body would be casting a shadow on this leg, so let's darken that in a little bit. And you see how extreme this running pose is? He has to get up a lot of speed to throw the javelin. Some spikes. Okay, now for his hand. Now this is an interesting hand pose. His thumb is going this way, and his fingers are wrapping around holding this javelin, which is a long stick. The javelin throw, the object is throw a stick as far as you can go. That's it. Okay, now he's going to be pointing where he's going to be throwing it. All right, now we put the javelin in. Now we'll start here, come back, and stop when we get to his face. Go this way, right through that hand, and it looks like he's holding it. All right. Now let's see, let's put USA on him. Let's say he's in the Olympics. And a shadow line not touching the figure, and that way it looks like he's in flight. Running really fast. Those cartoon effects and accessories. Some smoke. Dust. He's kicking up some dust. Let's put a ground line in the back. And some perspiration. Some more cartoon effects and accessories. Yeah, this drawing's got some life to it. All right, now let's erase the pencil lines. All right, now put some color into this guy. Now you know, throwing a javelin, I think anybody can throw a javelin, frankly. Catching a javelin, now that, what do you think of that? And by the way, friends, I am not telling you to do that. It's only a joke. All right. I also like when you hear sports announcers, you know, narrating a sporting event, and they have these two guys talking real softly and saying, well, Bob, what do you think he's going to do here? Well, in javelin, all they can say is, I think he's going to try to throw it as far as he can. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, no strategy involved, is there? All right. Some hair in there. And if he's in the red, white, and blue for the Olympics, some red and some blue and a little bit of green for the grass. That's not coming out. There you go. And some speed lines. I'll use a little purple for the speed lines. How's that? I like that. All right. Now, if he's in the Olympics, he may be thinking of something. So let's put that in now. That's right. He's thinking of winning the gold. So let's put it in a thought balloon with some bubbles going this way. I'll even write gold. And I'm going to color it in. All right, you take a look at that. I'll play a little winning USA Olympic music. Ready? And that's all the time we have for right now. And a good way to practice action drawings is to look through a sports magazine and look at the action, break it down, exaggerate it. In other words, cartoonify. Now stay tuned for the feature of the day. It's always fun to do a project that applies what we've learned about cartooning and drawing. Sort of the next step, something to do with your cartoons. And today, I'll show you how to make your own greeting card. Not just any ordinary greeting card, a pop-up greeting card. Take a look at this one. I've got a cartoon of me rubbing an Aladdin's lamp, and it says, I am rubbing this magic lamp to wish you, and you open it up. Ah, happy birthday, Alana. See how that works? Just pops right up. Pretty cool. Now, I'll show you how to do this. And it starts with a piece of paper, measures around 14 by 11. You can work any size you want once you understand the concept, and you can use any kind of paper. Now, I'm using something a little bit stiffer than ordinary paper, though. And I folded it down the center like this. And on this side here, I've measured off 2 3/4, and I've drawn a line. Then what you want to do, you need a scissors for this. Take that line and cut it right there with the scissors. And when you get to about halfway, cut up and make like a half of a circle, and it should look like this when you open it up. See? And what we're going to do is we're going to draw the genie right into this area right here. So I'll put this down, I'll tape it. All right. Use my marker and draw the genie. He starts with like a turban. Not like a turban, it is a turban. And I'll put a medallion right in the center. And you know, once you start making cards for family and friends, they're never going to let you get away with going to a store and buying one for them. They'll come to expect it, because a personalized greeting card is great. All right, put an earring over here. And let's see, let's give him a beard. See how we do this? Back and forth, get the whole wrist into it. You don't want to labor over things like that. Give him a cheek and big muscles. Well, genies have big muscles. So that'd be his deltoid. And let's see, we'll give him a vest. And now let's put in that big rectangle for the banner. Now, if you don't know anybody named Alana, don't write Alana on yours, okay? I'm leaving these little spaces here because he's going to have his fingers, which are holding this banner. And you do all your writing in there. And I put another picture over there of me and all the other message. Now, I've got one already finished for you to show you. And it looks like this when it's all done. I've even used a color marker for the message inside. Now what we want to do is we want to fold this, and here's how we're going to do that. Lay it down like this, and we have to make a fold that goes like this on this side and that side, right up to this center fold, and I'll show you what I mean. First one we're going to do is this way. Now watch. See how this bottom line here is parallel with this line. You don't want to have it cockeyed like this or like that. It won't work. And then what you do, once you feel you have that, you fold it and you stop right at that first crease, the one that is the center line here. And do the same thing over here. You come down this way and make sure that this line is parallel with that line. And when it is, you make another crease coming up to that middle line. So you've done it on both sides. And now what you've got is this part right here, which you can tuck in and fold it over, just like I showed you before. And here it is. Now watch. See how it pops open? See? That works fine. Now, but all you have at this point is something with a piece missing, and you can see a little of the marker and everything. So what you want to do is create an outside of the card like I did before with nothing inside, and then you take the piece you just made, place it inside, and paste it in. And then what you're going to have is like I showed you originally, and that is this card here. I'm rubbing this magic lamp to wish you happy birthday, Alana. Now, on the back, I've even done what the pros do. I've named my greeting card line Blitz Originals. See that? And over here, I even put the price in like they do. It said cost $2 million, but then I crossed it out and I wrote priceless. Because if you make a card for your family or friends, to them, it will be priceless. I got another card to show you. This one says, stay tuned for cartoon doodle tricks. Next. Welcome to today's Doodle Tricks, and I'd like to welcome my friends in the studio. Hi, guys.
Hi.
All right, now, today we're going to do name tunes. Not name that tune, name tunes, and we're going to do that by writing some letters down. Nothing special about that, you're thinking, right? You always write with letters. However, today we're going to do something a little different. Just a few letters to make up the whole name. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, you tell me the letters, Amanda, as I go. Ready?
M L E.
Say it a few times.
M-L-E.
What's
Emily.
Emily, that's right, M-L-E. Okay, now I'm going to draw some eyes up here around the L, and that's going to be Emily's eyes. Let's give her some eyelashes, and we'll turn that into a nose, and let's give her a big smile. All right, now we're going to draw her facial outline right up to the E. Now you're thinking, well, what is that E? What could that E be? Well, we'll make it into her hair. And we'll give her a head full of curls right around the M. And let's give her some earrings and a neck. Now you're probably wondering, all right, so what's the M for? Well, if we close this up, and this part right here, we turn it into a bow. And there she is. You like Emily?
Yes.
All right, let's do another one. Mike, how about you? Help me out on this one, huh? Okay?
K C. Casey.
Casey, right. Now, there's an old story about Casey at the bat, mighty Casey. And Casey was a baseball player. So let's draw Casey as a baseball player. Here's his hat. Here's an ear. Here's his nose. Here's some eyes and a big smile and some hair. Okay, now over here we're going to draw his arm. Here's his hand and his other arm peeking out this side and his other hand holding the baseball bat. Let's put some detail on that. Big swirl for a knothole. And this part of the K will become his legs. 1 foot. And this one here is pointed upwards. And some shadowing. And some lines like this to make it look like he's raring to go. Some pinstripes. But you know what? You're wondering what the C is for, right? The C is going to be, close it up, the ball. It's kind of large too, actually. If he misses this one, he's in trouble. But you know what? As the story goes, mighty Casey struck out the Like that sketch?
Yeah.
All right, and out is the key word here because unfortunately we're out of time today, and I hope you've enjoyed it at home, and I hope you guys liked it. Now, for our tip of the day, take your sketch pad with you wherever you go. What do you think of this guy? I think he took it a little too far, but hey, I'm not one to say. I'm Brusa Blica saying thanks for being with me, and help me out, everybody. Keep on cartooning, just like they said.